Hello, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today it is Moon Day, the 10th day of the month of November, which is the month of 9, even though it's the 11th month. And the moon is waning gibbous. And it's snowing. Where I am, it's all the snow, and I'm hoping this means we won't get any yard work today. And then, of course, a snowblower goes off and I scream. But anyway, where have I been? Lots of things. As I said, we were busy on some things. So that's over for now. There may be one other Saturday coming up very well. This is like the holiday season time thing. So there's a lot of difficulties getting like a Saturday where there's anyway, I'll let you know. But I'm going to continue to try to do the weekday ones, even though last week wasn't very productive for that. Right, so let's see what message wants to come through today. I have the Elder Futhark on rose quartz today. So let's get this down. Took a second for it to focus. I hope it's not going to have a problem with these. See what message wants to come through today. How are you? How are we doing in these rare times? I hope you're well. So this is a message for whenever you find this video, and it's for whoever this message is for. So if you're watching this and it is not resonating with you, just leave it for whoever it's for and assume that it's not for you right now. It might be for you in the future, and it might be for you in the past, which is pretty exciting. Let me just these are slightly bigger than runes that I normally use for this. Let me get this a little bit higher up so I can get them all in the picture. Ooh, maybe even higher. There we are. Maybe I'll move them up as well so they look prettier. It's the aesthetic portion of the video. All right, scoot, scoot, scoot. Okay, maybe I won't use these another time for these. These are quite big and pale. I thought, pale might be good because then it'll stand out more, but they're kind of bleh. That's okay. They're beautiful. It's just that. Anyway, let's see. And then I guess with the gold medals, it's not as clear as I would like it to be. So it's all an experiment, la la la. We still can read the thing. Here's the message that wants to come through today. Today's central issue is Yira, which is the rune of the harvest, and also time. So right now, whoever this message is for is focusing very much on the present moment, on bringing things through in the time that there is to bring things through. So it's like, now is the time. The harvest is ready. We're going to act on it. This is exactly the season that we want to do this with, like speaking metaphorical season. So this is the time. This is the moment. Leading up to this, we have Uruz, which is the rune of the wild ox. This is strength, health, and stubbornness, and stick-to-itiveness. And so you have been working very strongly and steadily on a thing. There's been a thing where you just haven't given up. You've just been continuing to hang on and dig in and just be steady on this thing that you've been working on or that you've been focusing on. And now is the time that you can actually reap the fruits of your labors. You're basically harvesting now. You're basically you're seeing results for what you were doing, and you are basically bringing things through at this point. So it's very exciting, and now is the time. What is going to help you? We have the blank rune and we have Ingvaz. So the blank rune is just being open to what there is. It's like recognize that this is right now is the time that you've been going for, but it's basically be open to what there is. So there may be things that you weren't expecting that you're going to bring those through. Like there might be a surprise as part of it. It's not like a surprise, but it's like be open to things, because there may be something to bring through that is also good and that you maybe hadn't anticipated, which is really, really good. But also, blank rune generally, there's that consideration of, things that you didn't plan on and that there's not really a map for, not really a procedure for, but there's also that implied connection to the divine. So to be in connection with that for some of you. What will also help is we have Ingvaz. Ingvaz is Ing's rune. This is going to help you with this. So this is going to help you with this, and this is going to help you with this. So Ing's rune, Ing is another name for Frey, and Frey is the fertility god, and I read Ing's rune as active creation. So you're basically taking things in hand. You're basically, whatever you have out on hand, you're going to use that to shape and control what you need to have in order to take care of this, and in order to be able to be ready for the things that might appear that you didn't expect. So that and this is not necessarily even something unpleasant. This is like you're harvesting like corn, and suddenly there's like a strawberry. Harvest that too. That kind of thing. And that's the sort of thing that this is like. Be open to other things. This whole process you were very, very diligent with, and now it's the time that things are coming through. You're getting the results. You're getting the fruits of your labors. It's going to be very abundant and nourishing. But there may be things that are out there that are going to be a part of the process that you didn't plan on, but that are also going to be really, really good to take advantage of since they're there. And so whatever you need to put in place to allow yourself to be able to do that easily, definitely do that, because that's going to help you the most. Being able to work with what you have and take advantage of this. Things that you're going to see that maybe you didn't plan on, but you got to stay open for it because it's very exciting. What isn't going to help is we have Ansu's reversed and we have Isa. So I'm going to read Isa first. So at the bottom of all of it is you've been like stubbornly sticking to this, and you've been like really solid and pushing against whatever this is that has led you to this point. You've stuck to it, and now you're at the point where everything needs to be harvested. Now is not the time to be still. Like, this is exactly the moment when you need to say, okay, we are going to do this. We're going to manifest this. We are going to bring this stuff through, because now is the time that we're bringing it through. And so we need to do it. And so both of these are basically about not manifesting and not moving. So it's that lack of momentum. So you had a momentum which was just basically hanging in there. And if you carry that momentum forward now, when everything is ready, where you're just like, and everything's ready now, you need to break that like that lack of momentum. Well, it's a different kind of momentum. You need to shift your momentum to be in action and bringing the things through that need to come through. Now is the time. So if you get stuck or tempted to remain in that, I'm going to just push a little bit longer, I'm just going to hang on a little bit longer, things are not going to be as good on the vine, basically. The things that are the growing things that you've been waiting for exactly the moment, now is exactly the moment. If you feel like you need to wait on some of it, wait on that. But while you're doing that, pull through the stuff that's ready, because by the time you get through all that, then the other stuff will be ready. So don't wait at this point. So it's Isa, which is the rune of ice, which is stillness and standstill in the lower line. I mean, obviously there's worries about that, and don't worry that you're not doing it to the point where you don't do it. But mostly I think what these are both saying is, now is the time to be taking action. So work with what you have, bring through what you can, and also be open to what else is coming, what else might be coming through. Like, be open to new surprises, even though I don't see Partho here, but be open to surprises. And what isn't going to help is, this is lack of manifestation. This is Ansu's, which is the rune of communication, manifestation, and expression. So this is not the time to fuss and stress over, should I manifest now? This is now is the time. It's inarguable. It's right now. It's like, this is the time, and you know it. So you might doubt yourself, and as a result, you might end up not moving. And you might feel like, I want to push a little bit longer because I'm used to that. And as a result, things won't manifest and things don't move. So you don't want that to happen. You want to be bringing things through. So again, if you feel like, you don't have the momentum, do what you need to do to get that. Like, do what you need to do, put in place around you to get yourself, up and in motion so you can take care of this. And if you're worried about manifestation, back to the corn and the strawberries, it's like, not only are we going to basically be open to what needs to be done, we're also going to be open to anything that might appear that can also be done and be a part of this harvest. So that would be really, really good, and that'll help us the most. What this is all going to lead you to is we have Othala reversed. Othala is the rune of the home and the homeland. Reversed on the pathline, I always read it these three ways to begin with. Letting go of things that no longer serve you, stepping outside of your comfort zone, and finding a sense of home within. In the context of this story where you were pushing, and now is the time we have to bring this harvest through. And then afterwards you can actually let go of this whole mantle that you had on of I'm pushing until the harvest, and then the harvest is when I have the mantle on of the harvesting, and now I can let all of that go. You can drop all of this because you will have done it. It will be over. You can let go of that. You can turn your attentions to something else. I would suggest, based on the runes, turn your attention to something new that is out of your comfort zone, because this has been your comfort zone for a long time, and then this had to become your comfort zone in this moment because, my gosh, you couldn't wait. You can't wait in this moment. You do these things. But then when you're done, you can go, okay, I can let go of this. I can let go of the pushing. I can let go of the harvesting. I'm done. I did it. And then you can find some sense of calm and comfort and solace and sanctuary within. And from that, you can start building, what are my next steps moving forward? Like, what are the next things that I want to do? But let go of all of, these are no longer worries you have to carry. So that. But then also it's like, okay, I can let go of that, and I'm stepping onto new ground, and I can step outside of what this whole thing was before, which had become quite comfortable and habit, which is why the lack of momentum was going to be a problem. But step outside of that, let go of what no longer serves, and then find home within, and from there you can begin to make new plans. I stick a little gabo in there. It's like new plans to move forward. So that is the message that wanted to come through today. I wish you, as always, all the best, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.